Isupk.
Shalom, Chicago. We are the Isupk. Started out on 125th Street, 1 West Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. And if it's not of the Isupk, under Commander General Yohana, it is not the truth. Right. See, what you see when you see leaders, the men on this corner, they're talking loud on this microphone, you see the true leaders of black people come to life. You see who the Lord set in front of you to resurrect our people from the dead state that we're in. We look for everybody and everything to try to rescue us and save us, and nothing ever comes. Like was said, in November, you're going to flood the polls. You're already talking about Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. You're already talking about we got to get Trump out of office. Well, black people, Hispanics and natives, we didn't put Trump in office. So how are we going to get a man out of office that we didn't put in office?
That's right.
And no matter who's in that office, the conditions of our neighborhood never change.
Right.
It never changed in this country. If you could, give me the, give me Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17. See, we keep looking to these people like they're our leaders, like they're gonna save us, like they're gonna do anything but oppress us and use us as merchandise. Look around your neighborhoods. We do not own one business. I'm sorry, we own about 3 or 4 businesses over here on 71st and Jeffrey. But majority of these businesses are owned by people that are not our own.
Right.
And we look for them for everything. We go to them for diapers. We go for Infamil. We go for food. We go for clothing. We go for shelter. But we don't own anything in our own neighborhoods. And we think these people are our solution. We think these people are the way that we're going to make it out. We think flooding the polls is going to make us a difference in our neighborhood. But let's see what the Bible says about us voting and flooding the polls and us depending on everybody but our own. Read,
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet fail for our vain help.
As for us, as for the people in the ghettos, as for the people in the barrios, as for our brothers and sisters with children locked in dog cages on the border, our eyes are failing us because we're looking for a nation. For what? Our what?
Vain help.
Read.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
Because we watch in vain for a nation of people that will not and cannot save us. How long are the slaves gonna look for the master to free them? Y'all keep fighting against the other slaves that want to free you from this captivity. And then you run into these churches, which as my other one said, all your churches, these churches which take our money and don't give back to you. How many times have you gone to your pastor and asked for help? You put money in that collection plate. Your grandmother been putting money in that collection plate for 50 years, and her light still gets shut off. She still get kicked out of her apartment. She still can't pay her rent. I remember back in the 70s, they on the show Good Time. They made fun of it, but it was black people eating dog food. And they can't go to their church. They can't depend on their pastor. They can't depend on these fake leaders. Your Jesse Jacksons, your Al Sharptons. You can't depend on any of these people, but you can depend on the men in the Isupk under Commander General Yohana. We provide food programs. We have drug rehab programs. We have prison programs. We've given away clothes. We give away baby products. We give away everything that our community and our people need so that we can survive and live in these, what they want to call the last days. If you could, give me book of Isaiah chapter 9 verse 16. You see, the Bible warns us about depending on not only these nations, but these so-called leaders. All your leaders have been propped up in front of you. Show me one leader that you follow. Show me one pastor that you throw your money all deep into his church that has not been praised by your enemy. All your leaders have been given to you by your enemy. Every last one of them. They're the reasons we get shot down by the police. Where are they at? Brothers get shot down by the police in Chicago every single day, all across this country. Where are your leaders at? Where's the Black Lives Matter movement at? If it's nothing high profile, they don't give a damn about you. Right. But we come out to here week after week, day after day, all year round, to wake up our people and get you out of the situation that you're in. You cannot depend on a movement like Black Lives Matter. You cannot depend on your Christian pastor, because they just want. That's how Black Lives Matter, between the time Trayvon Martin got shot and yesterday, have made over $150 million. Have they given one dime back to your community? They have not gotten one red cent. Read,
The book of Isaiah, chapter 9, verse 16.
Read.
For the leaders of this people cause them to err.
Now the leaders of this people get them free.
Causes them to err.
Now the leaders of this people teach them who they are and where they're supposed to be and how they're supposed to act.
Causes them to err.
Read.
And they that are led of them are destroyed.
And they that are led of them are destroyed. Every one of these leaders that you follow, outside of the Isupk, I don't care if it's the Christian church, I don't care if it's the Muslim mosque, I don't care if you call yourself an atheist, an agnostic, or whatever, spiritual, Egypt, African, whatever you call you and destroying you. They're the reasons that you're lost in these streets. They're the reasons that a couple weeks ago, the brother FBG Duck got shot down in the middle of downtown Chicago, and they just paraded that brother's death around on the news, and now it's on to the next story. Now it's on to the next nigga that's gonna die in the street, that hopefully y'all will make an uproar about and loot your stores. There's so many stores in my neighborhood that will never open because of looting and rioting. What do your leaders do? They called you animals. They called you thugs. They called you all types of hopeless and shameful names. Well, you know what the men in the UPK call you? We call you our brothers. We call you our sisters. We call you the lost sheep of the house of Israel, which is what the Lord calls you. We tell you that the true Jews, that the Jews are black. We're not going to back down like your celebrities do. We're not going to back down like a Farrakhan does, who will 1 second tell you that you're the Jews, and then the next second, that is madness. And the scriptures say,
for the leaders of this people causes them to err.
The leaders of our people cause them to err. If you could, bring me the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse, Acts 20 and 29. See, we need to understand the true nature of the people that call themselves leading us. We need to understand what their goal is. Their goal is to make merchandise of you. We spend more money than any other nation in this country, any other nationality of people in this country. But we're on the bottom. We don't own stores. We don't even support our own businesses. But we quick to go and get these heathens our money. We'll give our BB every dollar we got, because he'll let us sell a little weed in front of his store, and he'll give us credit on them loose cigarettes. But we won't go over to our brother who is trying to raise a business and raise our community. Not because we say its price is too high, but you'll go pay double with a heathen. Read.
It's the book of Acts, chapter 20, verse 29. For I know this, that after my departing.
So Christ said he knows this. After he departed from this earth, after he did what he was supposed to do and fulfill the prophecies he was supposed to fulfill, he knew this.
Shall grievous wolves enter in among you,
that grievous wolves will enter in among you. You know what those grievous wolves are? Your Christian pastors, your politicians. Barack Obama was a grievous wolf. Kamala Harris is a grievous wolf. Joe Biden is a devil and a grievous wolf. At least Donald Trump has enough integrity in himself to bear his fangs and show you that he is a wolf and a devil. You want that wolf that's going to come up with his tail tucked and his ears down and look like a soft fangs is around your neck. Well, I would rather have my enemy up front, so I know what I'm facing, so I know what I'm looking at. So ain't nothing gonna sneak up on me and my eyes are wide open. So when you go to the polls, I'm gonna tell you what you need to do. Turn your black behind around and go back home. Have a drink. Sit back with your wife. Talk to your children. Talk to your family. As a matter of fact, go on YouTube, go on isupk.com and watch these brothers show you how to be and how to live, and show you how to really uplift your community and make a difference. Because there's nothing that any politician or church leader or community leader will ever do for you to get you out of this situation. But the Isupk has all the solutions under Commanding General Yohana. Once again, we are the Isupk. Started out at 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. We have a school at 938 East 79th Street in Chicago. See, we don't do like the rest of your leaders do and pick them plush, cherry neighborhoods. We come to 71st and Jeffrey. We go to 79th and Ingleside and Cottage. And we go to Madison and Pulaski and all the places where our people are suffering. And we do this every week. And we try to uplift our people as we're commanded not only by the Lord, but by Commanding General Yohana. Once again, my name is Officer 50, Precinct Officer Mayad. And that's my time, Chicago. Shalom.